Welcome to Fightmaster Yoga, where it's not about the pose and you don't have to be perfect. Hi, I'm Leslie Fightmaster. Welcome back to my home. So glad that you're here. Let's start sitting up nice and tall. Close your eyes. As you breathe in, see if you can sit up just a little bit taller. As you exhale, see if you can let your legs and your hips be nice and heavy. We're going to focus on the feet and the ankles. And through our journey of the joy of living, today the reminder is let go of those negative thoughts. Let's bring your hands together. May your practice help you to connect once again deeper with the light that is within you, so that when those negative thoughts come in, you are reminded to change them to something positive. Let's release the hands and softly let your eyes blink open. So we're just going to stay right in this position, and then we'll take the right foot with your left hand, and you're going to take your fingers in between each toe. Try to get them in there. I know this is strange, but stay with me. All right. Then we're going to do the left hand, and you can move your legs any way you like and bring them in front of you, however it works for you. Sorry, the left foot with the right hand, and just kind of weave those fingers in between the toes. How do you feel? It might feel a little bit awkward to begin, but many times the muscles in our feet, they become atrophied because we wear shoes. So our toes start to lose a lot of their ability to move independently of one another. So this is one way to start to get some of that mobility back. Really, we should be able to spread all of our fingers and all of our toes. Take another breath here. And then let's get them on out of there. Okay, come onto your back. And then draw your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg forward and circle the right ankle in one direction. And circle it the other way. And then we'll inhale, extending the right leg up toward the ceiling. Hold on behind the thigh or down by the calf, or if you've got some sort of towel or yoga strap or a scarf even, you can hold that. So just get to a place where you feel a good stretch. Draw your right hip gently forward and breathe. Let your shoulders relax. Now take your left hand on top of your left thigh. As you exhale, I'm going to move over a little bit so I don't run out of space. As you exhale, open the leg to your right. So we're going to stretch the hip open a little bit. And then look over the left shoulder. Now make sure that left leg, the toes are pulling back, so you're flexing that ankle. And then flex the ankle of the right leg as you're at it. If you can reach your toe, wrap your first two fingers around it, like your peace sign fingers. Peace. Wrap them around the big toe. Take 2 more big breaths. And then we'll inhale and come on back to center. And exhale, release it. Now draw your left knee into your chest and circle the left ankle in one direction. You might hear some cracks and pops. I'm hearing them. Circle in the other direction. On the inhale, extend the left leg up, hold on behind the thigh or maybe down by the calf. Use your strap if you'd like. Take your toe with your peace fingers if that works for you. Although we know this, it never matters how deep you get into a stretch. Draw that left hip gently forward. Relax your shoulders and jaw. and breathe. Keep the ankles flexed. And then take 2 more big breaths here. Now take your right hand on top of your right thigh and hip. As you exhale, start to open the left leg to the left. And then you're welcome to turn your chin over your right shoulder. I was going to say your right chin, but that doesn't make any sense. Grab whatever you can reach on that leg or even the foot. And deep breaths. One more round of breath here. And then inhale, bring your leg back to center. So a little exhale, stretch, and then release it. Bend the knees. You can roll to your right side and come up, or if you're feeling a little frisky, you can hug your knees in and start to roll back and forth. Take 2 or 3 rocks and come on up and make your way forward onto the hands and knees. And then tuck your toes under you. And you've done this before, but we'll do it again. I'm going to sit back on the heels. So this is one of those acquired tastes, and it might not feel amazing right away. So we will do some movement to try to take our minds off of it. So inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, out to shoulder height. Inhale, right arm over left. And you can touch your shoulders or touch your palms or the backs of the hands. Lift your elbows, lift your chest, and draw your shoulders down toward the waist. Pull the ribs and belly in. How are those feet doing? I reminded you, I'm sorry. Just take one more breath, we're almost done. And then as you inhale, release your arms, come off of your heels. Stretch, stretch, stretch to the fingertips. And then exhale, sitting back onto the heels. Oop, there goes my knee. It does that, it's okay. So as we're here, let's sweep the arms out or on and up, inhale. Keep the ribs in. Exhale, arms to shoulder height. Inhale, left over right. You can touch your shoulders, backs of hands, or touch your palms. Lift your chest. I don't know if you heard, that was my tummy. Lift your chest. Soften your shoulders. I usually practice on an empty stomach because if I eat, then my stomach doesn't feel so well. So I haven't eaten yet today because I'm practicing. And sometimes we do several videos a day. So that's what happens. My tummy starts to make some noises. Take one more breath. Hopefully that distracted you. Inhale, come off your heels, reach up. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor and walk them just in front of the shoulders. Spread your fingers, turn the inner elbows forward, press into the thumb first finger side of the hand. Then, downward dog. Keep your knees a little bit soft, feet hips width, and then just start to bicycle. So come up onto the ball of the right foot and reach the left heel down. Inhale, come up to the ball of both feet, balls of both feet. Exhale, right heel down. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, left down. And way up on the balls of the feet. And exhale, bring them both down. Take a breath in. Exhale everything out. Bend your knees and step your feet all the way to your hands. Then inhale, look up, lengthen, stretch out your back. As you exhale, fold, bend the knees as much as you like. Let your head hang. And then inhale, come halfway up again, nice long spine. Keep that length and sweep the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. So I'm going to turn this way. If you can see my feet, hopefully you can. So you're lifting up the middle toes while keeping big toe, little toe down, and my left foot is not cooperating at all, so maybe it's better if the camera's not on my feet. Not giving such a good example. Just look at the right foot. It's not easy. But notice when you do this, notice how much your legs really engage. Okay, let's release it. So we really do want to keep that much engagement in our legs by spreading the toes and pressing firmly into the base of the big toe, the base of the little toe, the inner heel, and the outer heel. Okay, you can turn to the front. And we'll inhale. As you sweep your arms up, come up onto the balls of the feet. I recommend looking at something to help with your balance. Then exhale, arms down, heels down. Again, inhale. Arms up, come up onto the balls of your feet, best you can. And exhale, come on down, take the arms down. Last one. Inhale, reaching up onto the balls of the feet. And then we'll exhale and come on down. I'm going to do tree pose. Tree pose really works the muscles in your feet because you have to kind of move around a little bit in order to balance. So first, ground down through the left leg. Get that leg nice and active, outer edge of the foot parallel with the outside of the mat. Pick up your right foot. You can rest the ball of the foot on the ground, or you can take it to the below the knee, the lower part of the leg, or the upper. And then while you're here, try and squeeze this left hip in, drop this right hip down. Pull your belly in, keep a spot to focus on, add your arms when you're ready. Relax your shoulders. Take another breath here. And then keeping your steady focus, keep that focal point, point your right knee forward, extend the leg. First, flex. So pull your toes back. And now, press through the ball of your foot. So it's kind of like a flex point or a point. And then let's release it down. So just notice the difference between flexing and pointing. Usually when you do that, sometimes called Barbie toes, I know it's probably inappropriate, but it gives you more energy through the leg and more strength. Now ground down through your right leg. I'm going to pick up the left, take it anywhere above or below your knee. Make sure your right foot is parallel with the outside of your mat. Find your steady gazing point. Get nice and steady. Add your arms when you're ready to. Now squeeze the right hip in toward the midline as you drop your left hip down. You do not have to worry about pressing this knee back. That's not part of it. Knee's going to go where it's going to go. You just want to keep your pelvis neutral so that the hip points, they're like headlights, pointing straight ahead. And breathing. And then, keeping your steady gaze, point the knee forward and extend the leg. First, flex the ankle. Doesn't have to be high, it can be low. Doesn't matter how much. Drop this hip down. Make sure your shoulders stay above your hips. Now, we'll do the point. Reach through the ball of the foot. Keep that left hip dropping down and the right hip squeezing in. Belly in, pelvic floor lifted, and release. Nice work. Turn to the long side of the mat. Turn your right leg all the way out, and your back toes in a little. Line up heel to arch. Now this one, we want the weight right at the base of the big toe of your right foot as you draw your right hip under. Triangle pose. Take the arms up, hinge from the hip creases, and reach, reach, reach. When you can't reach anymore, bring the hand down. It can go on the leg or the floor or a yoga block if you have it. But if you do take it to the floor or a block, take it on the little toe side. Now really press into that big toe mound. Press the calf toward the shin. Soften the knee a little bit. Drop your butt under you. And now stretch, stretch, stretch through the bottom side of your torso. So remember this. You are not responsible for the first negative thought that comes into your head, because they pop in, but you are responsible for entertaining it. So when they come in, oh, thanks for sharing, head, and then let it go. Look down at the floor, inhale, come up. Otherwise, they can run away with you. Bring your feet to parallel, left leg all the way out. Back toes in, heel to arch. Now remember, press into the big toe mound of the left foot as you draw your left sitting bone under you. Arms up, hinge from the hip, reach, 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 reach. Hello, flowers. And then take the hand down. Stretch up through the top arm. So as you're firmly pressing into that big toe mound, draw your left sitting bone under you. Press your calf to your shin so all the leg muscles are engaged, but yet the knee is not locked. Then, see if you can find some more stretch in the bottom side of the torso from your left hip crease through your left armpit. And take just a couple more breaths, and now relax your jaw, your shoulders. Find a little comfort with all of your work. Now looking down to the foot. Inhale, come on up. We're gonna walk the feet a little bit closer. Toes out, heels in, and we're coming down. So you can stop any way along, or anywhere along the way. You can come any amount down into Malasana. So my toes need to be turned out. There are some people who can do this with the toes pointed straight ahead. It's not right or wrong either way. It's what your body can do. So do what your body can do. Bring your hands to your hearts and lift your chest. Oh, I love this pose. I could do it every day. I know I told you in a video before that you could practice this one when you're waiting in line at Starbucks or the grocery store. And yes, you may get some looks, but be yourself. Stretch out your back, stretch out your ankles. It's good. Take one more breath. And then from here, just take your hands to the ground, sit your buns down, and we're gonna come into bridge pose. So I'm gonna turn this way, lie onto your back carefully. Bring your heels underneath the knees. First, tilt your pelvis up a little bit, pull your belly and lift your pelvic floor, and then lift into your bridge. Low back, mid back, maybe upper back. Roll the shoulders under. You can grab the sides of the mat and pull or interlace. Now this bridge pose, we're going to press into the heels and lift the toes off the floor. And then notice what happens with the engagement of your legs, especially your hamstring muscles and your quads. Plus we're stretching. Spin inner thighs down, keep lengthening butt to heels. Keep those toes lifted for 3 more breaths. Makes it a little more challenging, doesn't it? This leg's shaking. 2. And come on down. Phew, hug the knees in. And rock side to side. Now take the soles of your feet together, your knees apart, hold on the outsides of the feet, and then start to draw your feet in toward your torso and make those toes go back. So you're kind of pressing the balls of the feet together. Relax your shoulders. Take 2 breaths here. And we'll release that. Pick up your hips, take them over to the left. I'm going to take the knees to the right. So regular twist, or another option, this right leg, the top leg goes forward, this left leg, the bottom leg goes back. And then you could grab your leg or your toe with your peace sign fingers with the left hand, and you could grab your left foot with your right hand. Do peace sign fingers there as well, if you like. And then look over your right shoulder. It's a good stretch. Take one more breath. And we'll release back to center. So now I take the hips over to the left a little. You can do regular twist, knees to the right, or the left leg, the top leg, goes out to the left. And the right leg, the bottom leg, goes the opposite direction. Grab your toe or your leg or your foot, both sides if you can. And then you'll look over your left shoulder and breathe. It's a good stretch. It's a little awkward to find it, but once you get there, it's like, oh, good. So in the Yoga Sutras, there is actually a sutra that talks about changing negative into positive. It's called Pratipaksha Bhavanam. It means cultivate the opposite. So when you're getting those negative thoughts and they just jump in from who knows where, just remember, turn them into something positive or turn them away. Tell them to get out. Get out of my head, you negative thoughts. One more breath. And then release that. Come on back to center. Hips to center. Draw your knees in. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the floor. And then we'll make our way into Savasana. So feet down. Lengthen butt to backs of knees. Stretch out the legs. Draw your shoulders toward your waist. Feet flap open. Arms by your sides. Let your body be heavy. Relax. Natural breathing. Release any tension. Quiet mind and quiet body. Shavasana, rest. This is a quote from the Upanishads, an ancient writing. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, for they become your character. And watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. And then right where you are, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, start to move your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrists, your ankles. Reach arms overhead for a nice long stretch. And then bend the knees. Roll yourself off to your right. And take a moment here to thank yourself for showing up, taking your practice, and being absolutely awesome. Use your left hand to come up. Let your head come last. Come to a comfortable seat. Hands in Anjali Mudra. Bring your hands to your forehead, reminding you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to your heart, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. Hands to your mouth, reminding you to have clear and loving communications. Sending this positive energy out to all beings everywhere. Namaste. The light in me recognizes, honors, and loves the light in you. If you enjoyed your stretch today, you're going to love this one. I've gotten a lot of good feedback. And did you know that this class is part of my Hatha Yoga Joy 30-day program? For the whole program, click right here.